Hello and welcome. I'm Night's Angel, and this is just a Folf on the road. Thank you for joining me. But, yep, back again, as always. Maybe not like clockwork, but here and there. Anyway. I actually did do as I set out to do in the last video. I finished one of my stories. It is currently posted. It's the final part of one of my stories. It's posted on SoFurry. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Right. The name of the story is Red and the Wolf. It's pretty much my take on classic Gruntail, Little Red Riding Hood. There's a couple of my own little twists involved. So, yeah, check that out if you want. Let me know what you think. I had actually been working on that one for a couple of years now, so mostly due to stress and whatnot, it took longer than it should have. But it's done. It's up. There you go. And yeah, I seriously doubt anybody reading it. I seriously doubt anybody that follows me on SoFurry follows me on YouTube. So, but I would love to do a Q&A about some of my work, but that would also require I get questions about it. I have a few stories up. So, the ones that are viewable to the public are Red and the Wolf and a beast called Nightmare. And, well, if there's any questions about them, go ahead and hit me up. Depending on how many I get, I may do a video on that. I don't know if I'm going to be very good at editing, so don't know. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple of days and try and organize my thoughts. On a side note, working on developing one of the other stories, I didn't so much hit a snag as to better describe one of the characters, well, a couple of the characters. I wanted to try and draw them out, but I know how they're supposed to look. I know their physiology, pretty much everything I need to know about them. But it's going to take some time to actually get that going. Who knows? These two characters, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Maybe a new species. Excuse me. No, seriously, excuse me. Sorry. But, yeah. And I will say this now, if they are, until I reach a certain point in the story, I am going to keep the species closed up until I reach a certain point in the story, simply because I have to distinguish what they are. And I also don't know the whole extent on pretty much developing that. Like, I have to do a lot of side work if I'm actually going to make a species like that for something. Especially if I'm going to open it up for people to make their own characters. So, yeah. That's going to be one of those things that's going to take some time to do. I'm hoping to get through it quickly. But, again, pretty much working a full-time job, even though it's classed as a part-time job. And having to help maintain a household, I don't get too much time to really work on anything. And when I do, I usually can't think. But anyway. That aside, yeah, I'm working on several other projects at the same time. 2 different stories. Well, 2 different full-length stories. And a couple of short stories that are probably going to be something else. And with 1 or 2 of the stories, I'm going to end up, just so that I can avoid having too much exposition in the main story, I'm going to put all the most of the exposition in side stories that will come out later. Pretty much to fill in the gaps. So, that's something to look forward to. Yeah. Traffic. Yay. But anyway. More traffic. Yay. But anyway. I don't know. If I do this, it's probably going to be one of those things. Well, I am planning on doing it. And it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to do a lot of work. And on a side note, one of the things I was thinking about earlier today was, yeah, I would actually love to see some of my works get published, maybe even put into a different format, you know, like a comic or something. But I'm not that good of an artist, and even with practice, it's going to take a very long time to get to that point. And I don't have the money to pay anybody for it. That one, and of course, if I actually did have the money for it, I probably wouldn't pay just one person. Like, depending on which story, I may just have it done as, never mind that. I may just have it done as pretty much get the money and actually hire several artists to work on individual chapters, or depending on how they want to do it, X number of chapters. That way I'm, really sharing the glory with people. It's one of those things, I don't want to be stingy about it. I don't want to just go, this is my work. Nobody else can have it. Nobody gets any credit for it. No, if I'm going to do that, it's going to be, yep, I did the story. These people did the artwork. But that goes into one of my initial fears is and it goes into one of my fears about it, where, yeah, I would love to see my characters come to life outside of text, but I'm afraid that I'm going to be forgotten in the whole matter. People are going to, and it's not like people are going to do it intentionally. It's a writer's easily overlooked when it's put into a different medium. Unless the story is such a big hit that you can't just straight up, where it's that big of a hit that the name is so well known that you can't just overlook the source. And that's one of those things, I don't think people would do it intentionally. It would just be one of those things that happens. People would just overlook the person that wrote the story for the person that drew it out, for the artist or the director or what have you, person that brought it to a different medium. That's pretty much my biggest fear. And I know it's probably one of those passe things where it's you'll get over it. Write enough stories, enough people will know who you are. And I kind of don't want to do that because it's, again, one of those things. But either way, hell, it's not like I'm just going to end up walking into somebody who happens to know who I am. But that's life. Anyway, I've been carrying on for a good bit, so I'll go ahead and close it out. Sorry, mud. Lots of mud. Boink. Anyway, I'll go ahead and close this out. Leave your thoughts, suggestions, what have you, down in the comments. Hit the buttons as you so would. Yeah, push all the buttons. Okay, maybe not all of the buttons, but you know what I mean. Share your thoughts, this, then, the other thing. I'll probably I probably will or probably won't. I don't know yet. I may put a link in the description later on. You'll know if it's there. So if you want to check out my stories or any of my works, go for it. I go by the same name on So Furry, so either way. And I'm Night's Angel. This has been just a Folf on the road. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a better day. Peace.